This is just to encourage all you southern guys that you're living in the right place, and well, come along, and Castle and I'll show you what we're dealing with today. There's my compressor. I can't get it out right now. I mean, I could if I wanted to dig a bunch, and so I'm having to bring diesel fuel to it. I'm on the verge of calling a truck and having them come and just fill it. My truck had been sitting over here near that orange cone and piled up with snow. We've gotten most of the snow off. I left a little bit on so that we could finish up here and you could actually see what we're dealing with on the back of the truck. That all started with I needed wood pellets up at the house for my stove. Give you a little perspective here. This pile, I've got it by about 6 inches, that's it. So that puts Castle at about 9.5 feet at the head. Oh, we're having all kinds of fun. This is down the bank down over. I don't know if you can see, but there's a trail down there. The deer are walking through there every day. That's the pile of snow that we've got left. Wanted you to be able to see that. All right. So this was all the way straight to the back. Had the back of my lift all covered up. Why isn't your truck inside, Kurt? Well, because them rollers, if any of you've been following, the rollers that we have to replace our current rollers are hogging up the area where this is, and we run short of help and time this winter. So anyway, we're gonna get there. All right, well, that lets us get up to the shop and get some monuments out that are in there, and we can do some moving around. So we'll catch you over on the other end.
What a difference a few weeks makes. I tell you, that last shot, you could see the snow coming down and blowing around, puts a shiver right down my spine. But it is all changed. It just changed kind of last weekend. The weather started to turn, and all my stones that were all covered up are now beautiful, and we can see them, which is very nice. Everything just feels so different. That big pile of snow that was down there just past the dumpster, it was kind of right there. It's all gone. Believe it or not, it all went. We ended up with some rain and some 50-degree days. Now we've had a couple 70-degree days, which, boy, does it just make everything change and feel great. But it's nice to be able to have the display back in order to show people. It is super handy. Dad's even got the motorcycle out back here. I don't think he took it anywhere, but he at least got it out of the garage. So, one project that we've been working on this week is getting these rollers put in here. We'll have a full video on it next week. These guys have been here working hard, doing stuff, and actually next week's video might entail this stone. Not sure if we'll talk about the rollers or about what we're doing tomorrow with this stone. We'll have to wait and see. Give you a little suspense on that. Here's the outside carnage rollers. There was a lot of rollers that were not in great shape, some older style ones, but I think we had enough to get what we needed. Working pretty decent. Here's the old ones here. Now, if somebody is interested in some of these, certainly email me and let me know. I just wanted to take a minute and chat a little bit about Granite, where we get it from in the world. Had a comment last week talking about using domestic granite versus imported, and certainly everybody has their own theory on that, their own ideas, and I do as well. My kind of where I land on that kind of stuff, we are a global economy, and so there's stuff that you're not going to be able to get if you don't get it from overseas. There's goods and things that you may need, and there's a big price difference in stuff made here versus made there, and sometimes there is a big quality difference in something made here or something made there. And for me, I like to have American if we can, but at the same time, I think it's great, some of the industry that is built overseas and how it improves people's lives over there as well when they get some manufacturing and are able to send stuff over here. But the big thing for me is when there is a quality difference, I like to let people know, hey, here's the difference, here's what's going on. And I have always noticed some difference. The reason it got brought up was I was talking about the gray columbarium that we got. And like I said in that video, I order something like a columbarium, it would be astronomically expensive to get it done in Grayberry and have it done here in the States. I don't know about Georgia Gray. I've never really dealt much with Georgia Gray. I don't like the contrast as much, and so I'm a little bit of a snob when it comes to my grays. I like my my northeastern Berry Gray from Berry, Vermont, but that's just me. Now, I had mentioned with the tariffs, it had brought the Berry Gray into a competitive price point with some of the better Chinese gray that I had dealt with for years. And so I thought that was an interesting point that I do think that the tariffs do make the local market more competitive sometimes, but I don't know, honestly, if tariffs are a good thing or a bad thing in the long run. They make me a little uncomfortable, but I thought that was an interesting aside. But the big thing that somebody said was taking time to get stuff. I deal with mostly one company for my gray or my North American pink or mountain rose, depending on what you call it. I have one company that I get all of that from, and that is Pepin, and they are in Berry, Vermont, and they are ridiculously fast. I literally ordered a stone. I got the acknowledgement from them on the 12th of March, and on the 20th, which is today while I'm recording this, I got the invoice. It was at my shippers, ready to come to me a week later. So from the time of sending in the order to the stone being available for me literally a week and a half. And that is not uncommon when I'm doing standard polish to American gray, which is grayberry for me, or the North American pink, which is the Canadian. And so that is very, very much very quick turnaround time. And so that is one of the other reasons that I like that versus imported. I can get it faster than even some of the people that will have import stuff on hand. I can get it faster, and certainly if you're having to special order something, a ridiculous amount of time to get something compared to 10 days. So I really appreciate Pepin. They have been great. If you're needing a supplier for berry gray or for North American pink, certainly those two colors, they are fantastic, good service. Stuff happens fast with them, and I really have appreciated. We've been doing business with them a long, long time. But you know, there's always positive and negatives. Everybody can have their own opinion, and that's fine. But I figured I'd just sit here and give you my 2 cents on it. Anyways, really hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was entertaining and even a little educational. That is sort of always my goal. Thank you guys. We will see you all next time.